Welcome guys. Today's topic of discussion is user defined packages. So as we know, packages are categorized into two subcategories, namely built-in packages and user defined packages. Built-in packages we had discussed earlier. So we have a vast library of built-in packages, and in the previous sessions we had discussed about our built-in packages. So yeah, so Java is the main package. Then in that you have util, then you have IO, then you have AWT, then applet. So each chapter is revolving around some package. So these are packages made by the Java developers. So when we install Java, some files are downloaded on our computer. Those files are programs. So those programs contain few packages. So as they are there by default in our system, when we install Java, such packages are called as built-in packages. So when we buy a mobile phone, few apps are there by default, by built-in, like your alarm, your calculator. These apps are there when I unbox my mobile phone, and few apps I need to download from the Play Store. So the packages which I get predefined are your built-in packages, and along with that you can also create your own packages in Java. This is today's topic of discussion. So you can make your own packages. So you can make a package by your college name. So if you study in Nest Vadia, you can make a college by Nest. If you study in Miras, you can make a college by Miras. Now what does a package contain? So package name, if you see the font, all small, there is no capital letter in a package name. So this is the standard universal protocol. So whenever you name a package, don't give any space and don't give any capital letters. What it contains is, so if this rectangular is your package, it contains these ovals and these stars. So ovals are your classes and stars are your interface. So in layman term you can say package is a grouping is a grouping of classes and interfaces, and these classes and interfaces are grouped with according to the functionality. So books of one subject are put in one rack, right? We had studied this earlier. So pack classes and interfaces are grouped together according to the functionality. So if we have a very famous package called as java.math, we have a very famous inbuilt package called as java.math. Now what will this math package have? Will have all the classes and interfaces regarding to your mathematical functions, sine, cos, tan, pi, and all those functions. So a package contains classes and it also contains interfaces. We'll study interfaces later on. Now let's focus our energy on classes. So in this package next Vadia, how many classes am I having? Student, teacher, and result. So let's program this. Let's make our own package and let's put 3 classes in that package. So I've written a program for you all over here. So this is my program. So the very if you are writing your user defined package, the very first line of your program should be the keyword package followed by the name of the package semicolon, and do not give any capital letter while naming a package. So this is to accept and display details. So we have how many classes in this package? Line number 4 till line number 22 we have which class? Student class. Very good. Then from line number 25 to line number 43 we have which class? Teacher class. Very good. And from line number 45 to line number 63 we have which class? Principal class. So as mentioned, we have 3 classes: student, teacher, and principal in the package name Nesvodia. and the name of the package should be the very first line of your program prefixed with the package keyword. Now you save this on the hard disk, and now there are two ways of compiling. When you are doing program package, there are two ways of compiling such program. One is the donkey work and one is the smart work. So we'll directly move to the smart work. So now if you see, I have made a folder by the name package. So these are my subheadings which we cover. So today's heading is package, and I have just made a, this is my student dot, okay, I'll park this aside for the time being. Okay, I'll delete this table, I will not cause confusion. So now I have, and we all know that in a source file only one class can be made public. So out of student, teacher and principal, I can make only one class as public. So which class have I chosen here to be made public? I have chosen the student class to be made public. If you observe, class teacher is not public and class principal also is not public. So there is only one class which is public, which is student. So the thumb rule is, the class which is public, program is saved by that class name. So I copy this and I save this program. So I have a file called as student.java. Am I understood? Now let's compile this. So now I am teaching on the smart way of compiling a package. Directly open the command prompt. So if you see over here, I'll keep this in the background. I'll keep that in the background so we can know what happens when we compile a package. So now how will I compile this? So whenever you're compiling a package, follow this style. Java C -d. -d means to create a directory. Microsoft folders. When we say folder is a slang word. It's not a technical word. Technical word which Windows uses for folders is directory. So we should say -d means directory. Create a directory. Where do I need to create a directory? Dot means current location. Which is the current location? DTYBCA 2020 75 core Java packages. DTYBCA 75 core Java packages. So this dot means create the folder in this packages folder. And now compile. Which file do we need to compile? Student.java. So and there is a space after each keyword. Java C space -d space dot space student.java. So when I compile this, what will happen is it will create a folder by the name of the package. It will create a folder by the name of the package and put all the three class files, because when we know, whenever we compile a Java program, it creates a class file for each class. So how many class do I have in that program? 3. So it will create a class file. You see over here, class file. So it will create student.class, teacher.class and result.class, and all those three class file will be put in the folder by the name of the package, nest.vadia. So now if you observe, there is no folder over here. Now as soon as I compile, you will see a folder is being created with the class, all the three class files. See, it's the time 1840, 1840. So when I compile that program, a folder is made by the name of the class, by the name of the package, and all the class files are put in that package. So here we have reached till here, means the folder package has been created. So why do we create the packages? Why do we create? So here now I have the util package with a scanner class in it. So whenever I need to use those classes, I can import it. So now I will import my own package. Earlier we were importing the we were importing the built-in packages. So whenever I wanted to use the scanner class, I had to import that class. So we were importing built-in classes. Now we have created our own package. So to use this package, we need to import this package. So for that, what we'll do is we will write a code import and nest.vadia.star. What does this star means? This star means import all the packages. This star means import all the classes and interfaces in this package Neswardia. So this star means import all the classes and interfaces from this package Neswardia. How many classes are there in this package Neswardia? Student, teacher and principal. So how many classes will be imported? Who all are saying 3? Raise your hand. 3 classes will be imported, right? No, there's a big no over here. Only the public classes are imported. The classes which are not public are not imported. So tell me now, which class is imported? Class student only. Class teacher and class principal are there in the package, but they are hidden. They are hidden. They are not imported. So in the you will come to know in the future course of this video how do we need to import all the classes then. So at the moment when I say neswardia.star, this star means all the public classes only. So I have only imported at the time only one class, and that class is student. So I make a class. We would always maintain a new class to create the objects. Earlier also we have studied, whenever we would make objects, we would make a separate class and write void main in that class, and in that class we would make the objects. So now I have imported dot star. So which class has been imported? Only the student class. So I go over here and make an object of the student class only. If I try to make an object of the teacher class, it will throw an error. Why? Because the teacher class is hidden in the package. It is not public. So this is not allowed. And using the S1 object, I can call the methods of the student class. Which all methods were there in the student class? acceptStudent and displayStudent. And remember, very important point, make the functions as public. Make the functions as, whenever we are writing packages, make the functions as public so that they can be accessed outside the package also. So public void accept and public void displayStudent. So this class has gone in the package Neswardia. Now whenever I wish to use the class, I will import that class and then make an object of that class and call the methods of that class. So how do I save this program as? The class which contains main is made public and program is saved by this snap. So I save it as and dot java save replace. So now if you see, I have this student class and now I have this main class. Now if I run this program, before running, make sure now, okay, let's take this riddle. Okay, you've all seen this elementary puzzles wherein this farmer wants to carry a lion, some grass and a goat to the other side of the stream. So if he leaves the goat and the grass, the goat will eat the grass. If he leaves the lion and the goat, the lion will eat the goat. So how will he take all of them together to the other side, and is allowed to carry only 2 objects at one time? So we solved this puzzle n number of times. The reason I am showing you all this is, can he keep the goat and the lion at one side and take the grass alone and go? No. Can he take the lion along and keep the goat and grass at one side? No. So because the grass and the goat are not compatible, the lion and the goat is not compatible. The lion will eat the goat will eat the grass. So he has to find out some algorithm. So similarly, now before running this code, the package Neswardia is made from which class? Which class did I compile? Which class did I compile to make the package Neswardia? Which class? Which file? From callmain.java to and student main.java, which file was compiled to make the package? Student.java, right? So what we have to do is, this student.java and this call main.java are not compatible. They cannot stay together in one folder. Like how this lion and the goat cannot stay together, how the goat and the grass cannot stay together. So the these two Java files cannot stay together in one folder. So what I have to do is, the file which I used to create the package, just cut that file, cut it, go one step behind in your file hierarchy, just and paste that file over here. Just paste it. That's all we need to do, nothing much. Okay, so now my package is there and my main file is my main class is there, and now I will compile this. So this code is there. Let's run this code. cmd javac call main.java compiled, and now java call main, enter. It will call the student, it will call the first accept student. So we'll accept 101 and Alice, and next it will call the display student. So how this is how you have successfully run your package program. Okay, now my second step was, now if I wish to make an object of teacher class, what do I do now? So for that, what you have to do is, and in one source file only one class can be made public. We know this. So if you have three classes, student, teacher and principal, you can make only one class as public. So what I will do now is, I will make three source file. I will make three source file. One which will have the class student, it will be public. Another which will have the class teacher, and that will also be public, because in this student class there will be only the student class, nothing else. In this teacher class there will only be the teacher class and nothing else, and that will be public class teacher. And in the principal class you will have public class principal and nothing else. So you need to maintain three source files. Here, for your understanding, I have changed the name of the package. The name of the package now I have given is miras. So now we'll compile all over again. Okay, and all the three classes have the same package, because they all will go in the same package. So package miras, and package miras, and all three classes are public. So now how do I save this? How do I save this as the class which is named public? Okay, so you will copy the student, we'll make a new folder and we'll practice this in that. Okay, so we'll make a new folder, multi public class packages. The folder name should make sense, multi public class package, and in that I will save this as student.java. Done. Save this as in that very same folder, teacher.java, and save this as principal.java. Okay, so now I have a folder named as multiple public class package. In that I have three Java files. Now how do I compile this? How do I compile these files? So how do we compile files to when we are doing packages? Okay, so I go to this class first, open it in the command prompt, java c -d dot and student.java. What will happen? I'll just show you all in the background. Do I have the folder by the name, the package name? What is the package name? Miras. Do I have any folder by the name miras? No. But as soon as I compile, you will see a folder has come miras. Now which file have I compiled? Student class. You will have only one class file called as student. So similarly, I'll compile the teacher java c -d dot teacher dot java. So as I compile this, where is it? As I compile this, and it is showing errors. Okay, I did import. I did not import the util package. I did not import the util package in teacher and principal. Okay, so I should have imported because we are using scanner. So import java.util dot star. This should be in teacher also, and this should be in principal. All the import will be after the package name, and I save this also. Okay, so let's compile it. So I just want you all to keep this in the background. Okay, now we have only one class, it is student, and now we will compile. So let's which as they're in the same folder, I'll just compile them over here. This is that another one. Clear the screen. So okay, we are in packages. We need to go to this java c-d dot teacher dot java. Which one? So as I compile teacher dot java, what happened? Cannot find symbol. I did. Okay, I didn't save it. I didn't save it. I did not save it. Then compiled. Now you also have a teacher dot class also inside this. And similarly compile which one? Similarly compile the principal one. So you compile the principal one. Now you will see all the three classes. Now to make objects of these classes, I have to write a main class. So I'll just copy this code, Control A, Control C, and I'll have to import which package first. I'll have to import which package? Miras. Now when I import the star over here, means it will import all the public classes. Now how many classes are public in miras? All three. So I can import all three. And now I'll make a miras main. And now can I make object of student class? Accept display? Yes. Can I make object of teacher? Yes. Can I make object of principal? Yes. So I'll make teacher T1 is new teacher, accept teacher, display teacher T1. Similarly, principal P1 equals to new principal, and P1 dot accept principal and display. So now I can make object of all three. Now let's save this. Let's save it. Where? By what name? What was the name? Name of the class was miras main. Okay. Save it only. Miras main dot java. Now, which classes are not compatible the classes which I use to create the package and the classes where I am importing the package are not compatible. So teacher, student and principal.java cannot stay in the same folder as miras main.java. So I copy them and take them one step behind. Take them one step behind and paste it anywhere. I just paste it in this. Paste it anywhere wherever you feel like. Okay. Yeah. I pasted them one step behind. So in this folder you should only have the class in which you will importing the packages and the package. That's all. You just keep these two classes only. So now let's compile and run this. cmd java c miras main.java, run, compile successfully, and now just run. So this time around it will ask you for all three. Enter roll number 101, name Alice. I should have changed, and now I should have again. This is T number, right? T number is 111, Mrs. Smith, and now enter the P number 899 and Mr. Roberts. Now it will display. So it will accept and display the student, accept and display the teacher, accept and display the principal. This is how you can do it. I hope this video you all find it helpful and interesting. If you have any queries, you can write in the comment box. Take care. I'll just run you all through again to the files which I have created. So I created 3 different files to make this package, right? The student.java, teacher.java, principal.java, compiled them, and then they all were put in the miras package, and then finally I imported all the classes from the miras package, and all the classes were public. They all were imported, and then all I had to do was just to create their objects and call their functions.